So I got my hair done about 2 weeks ago. I mainly went in to get my roots touched up, but I also asked my hairdresser to give my ends a bit of a trim. Not too much, because I do want to let my hair grow out, just to cut off any dry ends. And she actually barely had to cut my hair at all. She said I hardly had any split ends, even though I hadn't gotten a trim in about 6 months. And that's just proof to me that the hair care routine I've developed over the past half a year or so really works and keeps my hair healthy. Honestly, my hair has always been one of my biggest insecurities. As you can see, I have a lot of hair, but it's very thin and it's pin straight. It will not hold a curl, it's very hard to braid, so it mostly just hangs off my head looking flat and boring. And I've tried a lot over the years, but I finally feel like I've developed a pretty good hair care routine and I'm finally in a very good place with my hair. So I thought that I would share my hair care routine with you today, show you the products and the tools that I use and like, and maybe give you some tips and inspiration for your own hair care routine. Now, I might have to preface this by saying if your hair looks very different from mine, if you have thick, coarse, curly hair, then my hair care routine might not be perfect for you. So I guess my first advice would be find out your hair type, get to know your hair, because your hair type will determine what kind of hair care routine will work for you. Don't take anything I or other YouTubers say as gospel. Try different things and use only what makes sense to you. That being said, one thing that's important for any hair type is to not overwash your hair. I know, nobody wants greasy hair, but your scalp actually produces oil to keep your hair hydrated. Shampoo is designed to remove excess oil, but if you use it too often, you will dry out your scalp, and that can lead to your scalp producing even more oil. And then you will have to wash your hair more often, and your hair gets greasier even faster. It's a vicious cycle. How often you should wash your hair really depends on your hair type. If you have fine hair like me, then you will probably have to wash your hair a bit more often than somebody with thick curly hair. It also depends on how much oil your scalp naturally produces, how much you sweat, how many hair care products you use. So you really have to determine for yourself how long you can go in between washes, but just make it as long as you can. I wash my hair about every 3 to 4 days, so twice a week. Alright, enough with the intro, let's get started with my hair care routine. I start out by washing my hair. A first and very important step in my hair care routine is that I shampoo my hair not just once, but twice to really remove all the oil, dirt and product buildup from my scalp. I noticed that when I shampoo my hair twice, I can wear it 1 to 2 days longer before I have to wash it again. I also make sure to apply the shampoo only to my scalp and use only the lather to clean the midds and ends of my hair. This prevents the shampoo from unnecessarily drying out my hair. After I've washed off the second round of shampoo, I squeeze out any excess water and apply conditioner to the midds and ends of my hair. Never to my scalp, as that would only weigh down and grease up my fine hair. Then I loosely tie up my hair and let the conditioner sit for about 3 to 5 minutes while I finish my shower. About every 4th wash, I use a hair mask instead of the conditioner. I apply it the exact same, the only difference is that I let the hair mask sit in my hair for about 10 minutes before rinsing it out. When I'm done with my shower, I loosely wrap my hair in a towel while I dry off. Hair is most fragile and prone to breaking when it's wet. That's why I use a wet brush to gently untangle my hair. Wet brushes are made with flexible plastic bristles that move with your hair, using less force and therefore causing less breakage than other brushes. Here's another tip to help you go longer between hair washes. Keep your brushes clean, because if you think about it, if your brushes are full of oil, product residue and old hair, you will transfer all of that gunk back onto your freshly washed hair, and that will lead to your hair getting dirty and greasy much faster. To clean my brushes, I use a special hairbrush cleaner that I got from the beauty aisle of our local grocery store. You just comb it through the bristles of your brushes to remove any dirt. I was actually surprised, but it works pretty well. I clean my brush like this after almost every use because it's so quick and simple. Then about every 2 to 3 weeks, I give my brushes a bit more of a thorough clean. I will soak them in soapy water and then I scrub them with one of these mini brushes. Next, while my hair is still damp, I use a leave-in conditioner to really lock in the moisture and make my hair all soft and shiny. First, I part my hair roughly in the middle using a teasing comb. I say roughly because I'm notoriously bad at finding the middle of my scalp. I use only a few spritzes, as too much of any product will weigh down my fine hair. While my scalp tends to get oily very fast, the ends of my hair are often a bit too dry, especially now that my hair is color treated. So making sure the mids and ends of my hair stay hydrated has made such a big difference in how healthy my hair looks. Before I start blow drying my hair, I also make sure to use a heat protectant. I use a pea-size amount and start by putting it on my ends and slowly move my way up so that the closer to the scalp I get, the less product I have on my hands. For blow drying my hair, I use a round brush. I believe this is a ceramic brush, but I'm actually not sure because I stole this brush a long time ago from my sister. Fiona, if you're watching this, you're not getting it back. I like to blow dry my hair in 3 sections. I start with the back, then I'll do the left side and then the right. Now listen, I'm not a professional hairstylist or anything, so don't come at me if I'm doing this wrong. But I basically start at the top of my head with the blow dryer close to the brush. Then I slide both the brush and the blow dryer down to the ends of my hair, while gently rolling the hair onto the brush as I move the brush downwards. Once I'm done blow drying my hair, I like to add a tiny bit of hair oil to the ends of my hair to give them just a little bit more moisture and shine. This is actually something I like to do once or twice every day. If you have very fine hair like I do and you are afraid that the hair oil will weigh down your hair, then I can really recommend the Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil because it's very, very lightweight and it will not weigh down your hair. And I'm just gonna take a tiny little dab and put it only into the ends and maybe a little bit into the mids of my hair. Don't put that on your scalp unless you have very thick, very dry hair. And now I'm almost done. There is just one last step missing. As you can see in this close-up, I always have so many flyaway hairs at the top of my head that I hate them. So I always use a tiny, tiny bit of the bedhead wax stick to tame them just a little bit. I have to be very careful with this step because if I use too much of the wax, it will make my hair look flat and greasy instantly and all the washing was basically for nothing. But this is still the best solution I have found to taming all the flyaway hair on my head.